I recently asked how everyone was doing, and it was rough. Hi guys, welcome to yet another one-on-one class where today we're going to be diving into how to unstuck your life, live your life to the fullest, and how to have a comeback season. I have so many more of these to come, so please subscribe and let's get it started. I don't know about you guys, but I am tired of sitting on my ass. I was watching the Women's March Madness season, and let me tell you, it inspired me to make shit happen, to make history in some sort of way.
I want to make history.
You have to start showing up for yourself, and that means stop waiting for the moment to happen. Go out and create it yourself. You can literally take any one of these next pieces of advice and just start. All you really need is momentum, and that in itself will allow you to start making drastic life changes. So all you need is one smart move, and that might just be the thing that gets you going.
Gets the people going.
Use that momentum to fuel you and your energy and your inspiration to get to where you need to be. Look, you don't need to reach the finish line, but so long as you don't give up on yourself. Life does not come at us, it comes from us. So we have the power to create what our life looks like, how we believe in ourselves, and how we perceive the world. If you have a dream, let's go start chasing it. If you have that someone you've been in love with and they're single, what are you doing? What are you doing? We have to stop living life like it's gonna happen in the future. It's happening now. So let's start living every day. Like, we are so grateful to be living it with a smile on our face, with excitement to go out in life. So let's take one step and see what happens from there. Before you can do anything, you want to perform a quick life evaluation. Ask yourself, what is keeping you stuck? Is it a person, a place? And can you do something about this? Does something need to be let go of, or is it out of your control? If so, what mindset will you turn to let go of this? Now, what is one thing you can start doing tomorrow to make this change? And be specific about when you will make this happen. Without addressing the reason you are kept in your slump, this cycle will more likely than continue. The greatest common factor found in every slump I've been in has been one thing. I know what needs to be done. You probably know what you should be doing right now, which is deleting social media.
Say goodbye.
I've been pretty much addicted to my phone lately. Screen time has gone up 38% since last week. Spent 8 hours on my phone yesterday.
It's embarrassing.
I even had a moment where I was like, this is how I'm living my life. I'm basically living my life through social media. Last year, I went without TikTok for like 8 months. Greatest time of my life, maybe? I've just felt like I was living my life for myself and able to be content with where I was at instead of constantly comparing myself to other people's lives, people that I don't even know. And I have a really bad habit of that. So I go on TikTok and I look at everyone, their success, even their traveling videos, and I'm like, I should do that. I should be doing that. When in reality, I just need to live my life, you know? I'm ready to start living my life and a better one. Setting a limit on YouTube and shopping, each of those limits to 30 minutes. We're gonna say goodbye to the dear old bestie who was a toxic one. Here goes nothing. Coming out of your slump begins with starting to live your life to the fullest, and that means stop living it through everyone else's. One of the first things to go in your slump era is physical activity, and it is also the quickest way to get out of your slump. Instead of making this a chore, make it something you look forward to. Experiment with different ways such as yoga, running, Pilates, swimming. There are parks, free gyms, free classes that you can try out. So there's no excuse because you can even do this in the comfort of your own home. I recently took free classes through ClassPass, and it allowed me to discover this interest in yoga. And let me tell you, never did I think I would end up here. Being physically active helps us maintain our overall health, and that is why we find ourselves in a much better state when we incorporate this into our life. So next time on your way to class, take the stairs, or in the morning, do a quick 10-minute video. You will see the drastic changes in your life when you just start showing up for yourself. It's 1:55. Thank you to Curology for sponsoring today's video. I've been waiting for this package to come. It's my Curology skincare routine, and let me just be as honest with you guys. This is what my skin looks like, and I don't know if you can see the actual dry flakes that are coming off of my skin. I didn't have my cleanser, which is one of my favorite products, because I ran out of it. So I was waiting for this to come in the mail. That is one of my favorite moisturizers for having dry skin. Subscription formula comes in a little package. It's actually getting a little gift every month. This is what I've been waiting for. And then you get a moisturizer of your choice and then your custom formula. Curology is a powerful way to get prescription skincare that addresses your specific skincare concerns. Your prescription will change as your skin evolves. So maybe after 6 months of using Curology, you feel like your skin has changed. Of course, you can contact your dermatology provider and kind of address those concerns. Maybe you get a change to your prescription formulas. I like to use this at nighttime, never before I apply makeup, so I'm not going to be using it right now, but I use this nightly. Today I'm just going to use these little bad boys. My makeup has not been looking good, and given we are taking ourselves on a date, I'm excited to use what I know works. I can't even emphasize how much I literally love this moisturizer. It just feels so buttery smooth on my skin. It is a beautiful sunny day and I'm so excited because I'm gonna take myself out on a date. You can do this with a friend, a significant other. I just recommend you get your butt out of the house and get pretty. If you're anything like me, you've been in this slump because you've been choosing to stay in a little bit more than usual. You've been just scrolling on social media. You start to feel like your days are just wasting away and you're repeating the same cycle over and over. Nothing has really sparked this feeling of change or excitement, you know. Today, I am changing that. One of the very things that you should be doing to get out of your slump is stepping out into the sun or even just opening up your blinds, you know, during golden hour. Open those up, sit in the middle of your room, kind of just like exist, you know, read a book. But literally there are so many benefits to being out in the sun. Of course, you're getting like vitamin D, and vitamin D helps with boosting your immune system, improving mental health. It's like that boost of serotonin as well. You feel a little bit more energized. Sometimes you just need a little feeling myself moment and it snaps you out of it. Maybe you just want to take pictures and, you know, gain your confidence back, whatever it may be. I love doing this whenever I'm just feeling a little bit down. Sometimes I'll be like, wait, let me try this new makeup look today and let me do something different, because switching things up is what we kind of need to do a little bit more. We need to experiment, try new things, you know. Our slump usually comes from a place of repeatedness. A new season of Miraculous Ladybug came out, and I don't know if this is a child show. I've been watching it for a couple years now. I also have my mango sticky rice, and this is the perfect way to end a self-date. It's the most comforting. This is probably so strange for a 21-year-old to be watching this.
Just the water. That will...
You heard it a million times, your room is a reflection of your mind. We cannot thrive if the environment around us is depleting. To prevent your room from becoming cluttered on an everyday basis, always make your bed in the morning. It will help serve as a reminder to keep the rest of your space clean. Never neglect little corners where you put things. These will always attract more mess and leave you in a repeated cycle of failing to keep things tidy. Then try to incorporate a 3-minute cleanup every day. Throw out old dishes and put things back in their rightful places. And voila, your cozy space will remain stress-free. Changing up your environment helps keep things fresh and new. Even as simple as changing the furniture around can spark this new feeling. But getting out of the house is always the best way to get re-inspired and feel productive. You cannot deny the moment you step into a coffee shop, sip on a matcha, this boost of motivation just hits you. Suddenly you can sit there and get like 5 different things done. There's something about being away from your distractions and being in the presence of other hardworking people that makes you want to work more productively. Having a for fun or a passion hobby just puts your time to much better use. Not only do you enjoy the very thing that you're doing, but you never feel guilty about it. In fact, lots of people turn their very hobby into a project or a business. Take booktubers and crocheters, for example. My own bestie is doing this. She's selling her little crochet projects. They're so cute, by the way. And this is a foolproof example of how important hobbies can be and what they can lead to.
Creating your own opportunities and going out there and seeing what life has to offer is one of the answers to unstucking your life. Now, this is perfect for any of you guys who are like me, have no idea what they want to do with their life. And I'm kind of over school, I'm not even gonna lie. But obviously I want to try to get my degree, and I still don't know if I want to be teaching. And so I really want to give myself time, not to think about what I want to do, but to actually explore what I want to do. Now, if I could have my dream come true, I would have a cafe. I'd be making matcha for you guys. If I wanted to make that come true, I would need to put in the work, and that means maybe I take on a job as a barista and learn how to make certain drinks. I would go to cafes and ask the cafe owner, you know, their strategies, their tips, or hey, how did you start this business? What did you enjoy most about it? Just simply ask questions, because their answers can be the answers to your own questions you have for yourself. But I think it is not fair to ourselves to be like, I don't know what I want to do with my life, when yet we are not doing anything to figure out that answer. So even if you are thinking about doing something completely different for your major, or if you're someone who is trying to discover what major works for you, you can ask to shadow in somewhere. If you're like wanting to get into teaching, you can go sit in on classrooms and work with kids and see if that's what you like. Sometimes we just need to get an idea of what that would be like and actually be in the environment to see if we would like it. Now, our opportunities are literally also at the grasp of our hands. We have them all over the internet. So if you want to acquire a certain skill, learn how to use a program, get into stocks, there are programs, online schooling that can be found across the internet. There are tutorials you can watch if you're like wanting to get into crochet and start selling those things. That can all happen in the comfort of your own home. But I think the problem with it is some of us want it easy, and I can't even deny I'm right there with you. But nowadays, that's just not acceptable. We have to be willing to be a little different, have something to offer, learn a new language. That could really increase your chances of getting a job if you're like trilingual or something.
That shit sets you aside.
You have to be willing to seek out those opportunities, because they will not just find their way to us. Some people, you know, the lucky girl syndrome hits, but most of the times we got to go out and find them ourselves. And so we just have to be willing to do that and start putting our dreams first. If you guys are interested in me doing a whole video on this concept, how to figure out what you want to do with your life, what major you should do, if you're interested, I will be more than happy to do it. We can do another one-on-one class, but just comment that down below.
Becoming a morning person allows us to enjoy the best part of the day. Now, for any person who dreads the mornings because of school or work, my advice is to incorporate one thing that can uplift your spirit, whether it is a podcast, your favorite song as your alarm, or just getting ready. If you can change your perspective about early mornings to see it as a time that you're getting ahead in life or making the most out of your day, it can really change how you feel about them and what you make of them.
For the great salads, to always add with the breakfast, or the Caesar salad. Breakfast toast, just do banana. They have to be kind of green, and some mandarin oranges that go in the salad as well. My last and final tip, which I believe to be the most overlooked, is how you are fueling your body. How you fuel your body, specifically first thing in the morning, honestly determines how the rest of your day goes. I know for a fact that when I'm eating a high carb, high sugar breakfast, I am done for throughout the day. And it sucks because I end up missing like my favorite part of the day, which is when it's afternoon and I feel my most productive. Instead, I typically sleep through that time. And so you need to start fueling your body with foods that actually help you progress throughout the day without maybe even needing to take a nap, with feeling energized and feeling, you know, excited to go out in the sun.
Now, when you do fuel your body with a heavy breakfast, your body wastes energy breaking down the food, leaving you to feel tired and groggy midday. Now, I understand that every body and lifestyle is different, meaning there will be different approaches to their eating habits. But to know what is best for your body, it is important you take note of how your body reacts to certain meals. I do want to share some of my own hacks to incorporating healthier meals. Smaller breakfasts or even just a bigger lunch helps me stay more energized. I also love a good caffeine source. I always drink this after I eat something. Matcha and green tea are my go-tos. They have a lot of health benefits as well. I also love ordering my groceries for pickup. This just saves so much time. And one of my favorite meals to make is a salad. Now, if you're a Caesar salad girl, this is probably the easiest meal to make at home. Literally 3 ingredients. I will also leave another salad recipe that I love. It is absolutely delicious.
As you go on to incorporate any of these things into your life, it is important that all the while you are practicing gratitude. You're living for the moment, living presently, and that in itself will allow you to love your life to the fullest. You cannot live your life to the fullest if you're not loving every aspect of it. And that means taking the struggles and appreciating how they've built you up. Taking the smallest things like a beautiful sky, the birds in the morning, and feeling grateful for them. And I want to acknowledge the privilege that I have with being able to appreciate any of these things, you know, because some people people in our world don't get to experience a blue sky or even just simply living in peace. And because of that, it is important that I don't take these things for granted. As you practice gratitude, one of the things you can stop doing is comparing your life. I realized by me comparing my life, it is really selfish of me to feel that way. I have a great life and there's no reason to think that someone else's is better. I have everything that I could need to make my life something that I enjoy. Feeling gratitude means sharing that gratitude and, you know, thanking your parents, thanking your teachers, thanking them for doing whatever it is that they may help you out with, for just being present in your life. I always like to tell my mom that she's a great mom, tell my dad that they're best parents because they themselves forget it. Sharing a gratitude is a great practice and I feel like it truly helps you feel that feeling. Just having that feeling is almost like pure joy, and it's something that I think we need a little bit more in our life, you know? So as you go on to feel grateful about the things in your life, you really want to also live presently, live for the moment. I know it's really hard because we are trying to focus on whatever's going to be happening in the future, look ahead and just hope to be successful. But I think in that we forget that there is a moment today that we should focus on and appreciate, especially because you don't know what's gonna happen in the future, especially with our day and age, like robots and AI or whatever. Things are changing. I feel like now is a place to be. Live every day like it could be your last. I know that's like kind of scary, but just in the sense of, again, feeling that gratitude and just appreciating every single day for what it is. Next time you're maybe on a scenic drive or you're with your friends, family, take in your surroundings, listen to the conversation, look at your friends' faces and almost just like take in the moment. I know that's like such a movie thing to say. You really almost want to live your life like you're in a movie. So it really is just going out there and living your life to the fullest with the people you love or doing the things that you love, maybe without your phone, you know, from time to time, and just continuously spreading love, gratitude, kindness. So that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one-on-one class. Hopefully this helped any of you guys arrive to a place where you feel unstuck and you feel excited to go out there and do the next thing. I will see you guys in the next one-on-one class or in the next vlog, whatever it may be. I love you guys so much. Bye.